You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings. But now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in the palm. You are a statement that explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. Yes, I'm the winner, yeah. 'Cause I'm the winner, yeah. Am I awake or am I dreaming? So far gone, I won't look back. And when I move, there ain't no stopping me. You're pushing me up to the top. I saw the clouds looking angry, but then the sky reached my mind. And when I space out, I see the possibilities unfolding the way that I want. That you showed up was written in the palm. You are a statement that explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Plan to Prosper podcast show. I am Sharon Cameron, your host for this afternoon, and I am hammed up in a motel room because November 5th is the day of election, and we are all out making sure we get out to vote. I thank you so very much for voting. It is an exciting time for our podcast to be on during this time also. And I'm going to tell you something. Voting is so very important because leadership is so very important. And this is a timely subject because tonight we are actually going to be talking about leadership. We're ending 2024 on a positive high note, and now we're gearing up for 2025. And something we may be thinking about is leadership. What type of leader am I? And what type of leader do I desire to be in 2025? And in that, it's just important for you to know, can you blend two different type of leadership? You know, sometimes we think we're one type of leader and really we are a different type of leader. And so we're just interested on how is that going to look? What is that going to look like for us? Trying to get this presentation. I don't know. All the way out. Okay, so I'm missing this. I'm missing one part about bringing up the slide because the slide just came in the middle, and I could in the middle of me talking. So what happened? So
I
how
brought
do
the slide up, but then you have to control it from the side unless you
yeah,
do
I
it
want
as a
Yeah, can you bring it up and then I can do the slide on for the side when it's
That's what
time
I
to
said.
bring it?
That's what I said. I brought it up, but then when I brought it up, all you had to do was slide it down on the edge of the computer and everything. Unless you do it as a Google slide, which is what I think you did last time.
No, no, no. I like it before where I am, where you at, and the slide is where I'm at. And
Right.
what happened was when I was talking, the slide came up, but it was in the middle of a presentation. So I don't know what happened. It was
Mhm.
crazy. That's all I know. Let me see if I get my shirt back. Okay, so let's us try to do it again.
Okay, bring it back up, and we'll actually test it before. So,
Yeah. So if I'm doing my presentation now, okay, now bring the slide up.
I'm asking you to bring the slide up because I let this out like I did last time.
Okay, so you want me to bring it up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You have to bring
Okay.
it up. I can bring it up.
Okay. Can you bring it up?
I
So
can't bring
what
it up because it's on your computer unless you email it to me. I can't bring it up unless you email it.
okay, now if you bring it up, will I still have access to move it up and down?
That's what I said. That's why you have to bring it up.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
now if you email it to me, then I can bring it up, and y- then I would be. You have to say next slide or something like that.
Oh no, I don't you got other stuff to do. So let me just see what I miss. I have it here. I
Mhm.
have it here. And this is it right here. So as I'm talking, do I need to go bring it up when I get ready?
You need to bring it up beforehand, and then you can just say that you're ready to bring it up and everything. Because I thought that was the title of the presentation, so that was probably my fault.
Okay. So okay.
Here's the presentation.
Okay. So I have the presentation up.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. But do you see how this is on top of everything? Can you see
Right.
this? It shouldn't look like this.
That's what I'm saying. That's a shared screen. The other way to do it is the Google slide way to do it, which is you bring it up as a presentation as a Google slide, which is what I think you did last time.
Yeah, I think yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Right. So you
So
want to
let me
go into slides, go
okay.
out again,
Okay. So
go
go
to
here
uh, go to present,
and then go to slide
go to slides,
and then go get it and then go get it.
and then go get the document out of your computer. Not a Google slide, but out of your computer. Where it says add files from your computer.
Yeah, I went in there and I got it.
Hmm. You see where it says add files from your computer?
Okay, so let me go here. I go to slide.
Hmm.
Okay, and it say add fly, and then I say, oh yeah, it's right here. Hmm. I see it.
Right.
And then when I do this, I added it. So how do I get it to show?
You see it from
Yeah,
your computer?
yeah, I did. I went there and I pressed. But so where is it at now?
Hold on a second. It's there. It's there.
It's
And I
there.
just bring it up when you tell me.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. That's how I want it to be like that. Hmm.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
When I tell you, then you bring up. This is what I'm looking for. Perfect.
Okay. Cool. We'll
That's
start back.
it.
All
Hmm.
right. We'll start back. Ready?
Okay. Ready.
Start back.
You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings. But now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in the palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Plan to Prosper podcast show. It is November the 5th, election time in the United States of America. Today, we will choose a new leader, and it is so fitting that our podcast will be talking about leadership. As we end 2024 and we walk into 2025, we will have different leadership. America will change. And when I think about that, and I'm here in our hotel room cheering on the election, I'm thinking about as a business owner. So many of us need to think about our leadership. What type of leader am I? Would I like to change, learn more about my leadership style? Because it's going to make a big difference in 2025. As we are going to be governed from opportunity to freedom and economic development. And how do we as a leader in our company grow and thrive in 2025 with so many different opportunities that's going to be given to us? And then how do we also look at being on a global level in 200 countries? Yes. On Roku TV, Amazon Fire, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. How do we, our company, the Plan to Prosper podcast show, along with the Sharon Campbell Solution Group, how do we position ourselves for all these opportunities? Not just in our local area, but on a global platform. I want to encourage you today, as you listen to us on this election, as you listen to me on this election day, to think about your leadership. And we're going to go through several different types of leaderships. And we want you to think about which one fits you. Or is your combination of many? And how do you pull that together and write that down in a place that you can look at it daily so that you can grow and thrive and expand and reach your desired outcome for your company and for yourself? So, Mark, if you will bring up the slide, I deeply appreciate it. So, we're going to talk about lead like a pro, identifying your leadership style. And what does that mean? Well, when you're leading like a pro, you think about, what does that really mean? Have I really thought about what type of leader am I? Are you a visionary leader? Are you a transformation leader? Are you a democratic leader or autocratic leader, a transactional leader? What type of leader are you? Or have you thought about, I'm a servant leader? Something to think about, right? Which one? Or I'm just a laid back leader where I'm just laid back and I want people to feel very engaged in the organization? Or am I a combination of two or three? But first, before we even get to that point, I want you to get a piece of paper and I want you to take some notes, or we can put this on our website, which is www.thesharoncampbell.com, up on our blog, and start really taking some time to take these 7 pillars of leadership and design who you are. And I also would ask you to ask your clients, other people that could be honest with you about what type of leader do they see you? Because you may want to tweak it. You may decide that you need to change some things. But what we want to leave you with is the opportunity to be your greatest as you end this year and start next year. So think about being a visionary leader. That's a visionary person that's so innovative. They're a deep thinker, they're a strategic thinker. They are one that foresee of how they would like their company to go the next and their team. Now, when you even someone that owns the company just themselves, a sole entrepreneur, other people help you, whether it's direct or indirect, and they are part of your team also. So you want to think about, what is my strengths as a visionary leader? So mostly your strengths are you're a quick thinker. You're very strong about getting to the outcome as quick as possible because you already have thought through that process. The challenges with that is, do you lose any of your creativity by thinking so far in advance that part of people can't catch up with you? Especially if you had employees, they themselves may not know what type of leader they are, and you find some turnovers in your company more frequently. And so where a visionary leader is great, it's fantastic, because you need that person that can see way beyond what's right there, but where we want to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years before then. That person usually is in a high performance. They are looking at situations so far in advance so they could put things in place. They believe in logistics and application. So think about, is that you? Are you that person that can motivate your team? That you could take your company to the next level? Are you willing to think way outside of the box? Are you willing to invite others at the table to get the job done? Okay. Are you willing to listen to other ideas that people bring to the table? Or are you driven of outcome? See, a visionary person is always thinking, what's next? How to improve it? What's the next step? How to get it there quicker, faster, on time, but delivering it still on time with excellent quality is still very important to a visionary leader. But they are a strategic thinker. They thinking through every process, and they do not get bogged down in every little task. They're more driven to get the job done and the outcome, and let's move on to the next one. Where your transformational leader is more about motivating, empowering, is a change manager. Yeah, they really want to inspire their team, get a lot of feedback from their team. They want their team to be engaged. They are more about driven change throughout the organization. And sometimes they are, I would say, a transformational leader is they don't get bogged down in the details also. At the same time, they can get burned out very quickly because if this doesn't work, they want this to happen immediately. They believe in scaling. They believe in high-end innovation. They want to take a product and see how many times that we can take this product, one part, and produce 5 different functions to another. It's like from the Apple phone to the Apple iPad to the Apple Watch. What else can we do? How can we move this over and over again? They are using a lot of creativities. So can you see yourself being a visionary leader and a transformational leader? Can you see any of those two coming together? And if not, that's fine. You're like, you know what? I don't like this part because that's not me. I'm more of a visionary versus over here and transformational leader. So now we can move that all off and say, well, this is not me. So let's try another one then. Let's see if we can move on to the next one. Because I think it's important that you figure out, are you one or you're a combination of two? Democratic leader. Okay. Now, they believe in collaboration. They're team oriented. And they believe in a lot of communication. They want to know for sure, are all of us on the same page? They need clarity. They want to make sure everyone is together in the process when we're making a decision. They're well structured in how of a chain of command should flow. They believe in a lot of input, that people must talk to one another and come up with a shared solution. They foster openness and for people to be very transparent. They believe that everyone at the table should have a voice in the decision-making process. Yes. They really engage commitment. They want you to be committed to where we're going and how we're going to get there. And because of that, some of the challenges, it may take a little bit longer to make a decision. And when crises come up, they may not act immediately before they get more input. And sometimes that may bother people. Like, well, we got to fix it right there. This type of leadership say, no, let's think through it. Let's come up with the best answer for this. And they step back and they take a day before they implement it. This opened up a lot of opportunities to hear many voices, to create many opportunities within the organization. And the team or the employees feel very included in the process. So it has its ups and downs, but it also comes with commitment. So can you see you being either visionary and a democratic leader or a transformation and democratic? Because each one of them plays a part. It's difficult to have all 7 that we're going to go through, but it's more important to have at least 1 or 2 that you can blend. See, this team, this leadership style here helps other people feel that they're included in the process. They may want to get up and make sure they work on time, make sure their task is completed. They want to make sure that the organization is running smoothly. And even if you are the only person, you just a sole entrepreneur, business owner, people in your that work with you, that you may need outside assistance on something, or your clients, love the fact that you want to hear what they are saying and they want to be heard. So this leadership provides a lot of opportunity for people to be heard before a decision is made. Now, the autocratic leadership, they control everything. They are the authority. They want all the decisions to come through them. They want to make sure that everything is followed their way. And this is good in a way if you need someone to make quick decisions right there. Okay. Quick decision clarifies the role, and it leaves it solely on that person to have to take 100% responsibility. It shifts the creativity among the team. And so the team may not feel as valued because they don't have a lot of input and they are disconnected. And so what you end up having is people that come to work, clock in, do their tasks, and go home. Well, when you have that too often, they may be looking for another opportunity, another career, another job somewhere else, because they don't feel like they're being valued. Now, this can work great in a military in that situation, or somebody moving logistics and they know that one person has to take the weight of everything on this process. And so as we think about the visionary leader, transformational leader, the democratic leader, quick commercial break, and I want you to ponder these leadership styles and think about, is any one of those you, as we continue when we get back to talk about other ones. So we're going to go a great commercial right now. Okay, we're having some technical problems with the commercial, so we would move forward and we would talk about the next one is about the being a servant leader. Have you thought about what is a servant leader? You know, what is a servant leader? Well, a servant leader is one that is very empathetic, very empowering, very supportive, focus on serving others, nurturing the environment, both personal and professional. They spend a lot of time listening. They spend a lot of time building strong relationships. They spend a lot of time developing people. And that could be a challenge whenever you're trying to reach certain goals throughout the year, being a servant leader. Because if you have a deadline and you're trying to get something there, being a servant leader is you trying to bring everyone along at the same time, and you don't want to leave anyone back. So you're going to spend more time empowering people. And you think about, you always believe that as a team, we must grow together, and you're promoting that as being a servant leader. So in that leadership style, as a servant leader, we're going to always think about the fact of, it's not so much like being a pastor or ministry. It's more about being a person that's concerned about everyone feeling. And that can work in certain businesses. Yes, that could definitely work in certain businesses. It could be a very effective. It's you have to figure out what industry is going to work best in. And if you, maybe the service industry at hotels, because that's a service, restaurant industry, maybe a good way to say if you're in that industry. So a lot of these leadership styles, you have to match them up with the industry that you're in. Because if the industry you're in doesn't support that style, either you're going to run out of money, or you're going to run out of clients, or your company may fold because you didn't shift ahead of time to for the market that you're in. Now, this leader we're going to talk about now is the transactional leader. It's just a transaction. We're doing this, and we got clear goals. We focus on the structure, the reward, and we're motivating employees. We're a clear set of goals. We establish the rules, and we're about high performance and incentive. We are driven on success. You have clear goals of what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, and how you need to improve the productivity. It's just a transaction. And sometimes a transaction, there's no emotional feelings attached to it. It is just a transaction. We've done this, we get this, we move that. Now, all of this looks at the industry that you're in and the type of leader. Because if you're a type of leader, you are in the wrong industry, and it doesn't support that leadership style, then that could become a hiccup for people. So always think about it that way. If you're in customer service, transactional leadership will not work in customer service. That's a servant leadership. Okay. As you're a visionary, transaction will not work in that industry. And I don't think a lot of time people think about what type of leader am I, or what type of leader would I want to be. So I'm just going to ask you to just take some time to think about that, because that's so very, very important. And then the next one is a hands-off leadership. Now, this type of leadership style is we're bringing the team together. I'm not micromanaging you. I'm giving you the freedom to solve the problems as independently as possible. And I trust the team and the management to get it done. And that's it. And then I show back up. So it's a lot on this one is built on trust. So this hands-off leadership means I'm going to give you this project, and when I come back, it needs to be completed. I'm not going to tell you how to do it, what is the process, but the outcome is this. And so the challenge is this low accountability, meaning that with this hands-off, there's very little accountability for the leader to engage with the team. Now, this is more suited for professional people, meaning someone in the research department. We know we're looking for this component. So the top management doesn't have to be there every day, because they are focused on finding this cure for something. So, or a professional hands-off would be one that's maybe in a doctor's office or a tech firm. It is, we're writing code for this. I don't have to come back. When I come back, the code is done. So I don't have to interact. I don't have to do a lot of interaction with that. And so thinking about what we just talked about, and there's 7, which one are you? And why do you choose that type of leader? Does that do what I say to people? Does that help you reach your goal being that type of leader? Or is it that you need to do more research to find out who am I as it relates to a leader in that industry? Because all of that means, hands off, transactional, servant, autocrat, democratic, transformational, visionary. These 7 pillars of different leadership styles is going to help you do everything that you need in your business. So we're going to have a quick commercial, and then we're going to come back and talk some more about the leadership style. Thank you so very much for the commercial. I thought it was very fitting that this talk about plan to prosper. Hey, Mark, if you could take down the slide, it would be great as we wrap up on leadership. So let's think about it. Lead like a pro, deciding what type of leader you are, and how do you take that and move it through your company, whether you are an entrepreneur, a business owner, if you are in the faith-based space, the nonprofit, the 9-to-5, which you work full-time, but you have a side hustle on the side, and you're trying to decide, how do I leave this full-time job and commit to what I would love to be doing, my calling, my purpose? What type of leader that you're going to have to identify with and become? Because sometimes when you think about leadership, you also got to think about change inside yourself. What am I willing to give up? And what am I willing to look at self-development, as it is about how do I choose which one? And then how do I implement this leadership? And do I need to go to a class? Do I need to have a coach to help me identify that? There's so much to think about that, because you are talking about what type of opportunities that you may miss by not being present in that industry that you're serving in. I know this may be a heavy subject for some people. A couple of people have already texted about where can they go take a test to find out which leader you are. There are many online that you can. So just Google leadership style, and there you can take some online questionnaires to help you figure it out. And so let me talk about online questionnaires. Online questionnaires only as good as you being honest with what you put down. Always remember your first thought is usually the correct one. If you have to go and rationalize it, most of the time you have overthinking it and it is not the accurate response. So, and then the other one, take more than one. I recommend you take at least three different ones to see how you score and how you line up. And then what are you going to do different? Because if you've been in business a while and you've been trying to grow, it could just simply be your approach to your leadership and the way you need to collaborate with people, work with people in the industry that has stopped you from growing and thriving. And to me, it is so fitting because it is November the 5th. It is election time. And when the polls close tonight, when all the results are in, we're going to have two leaders. And each one bring a different style or a combination of styles. And as a business owner, we have to figure out as a leader which one is going to work for us and which one is not going to work for us. And then how are we going to grow our company through these times? And what does that mean for us as a country, but not as a business owner? How do we shift and take opportunities to think different and see how we are going to advance our purpose? I want to thank you for joining us tonight on this Tuesday, November the 5th, election in the United States of America. I want you to take time to take a deep breath on the 6th and get busy defining your leadership style, or we defined it in. And really engage 2025 to position your company for success, for growth, for being able to shift between leadership styles while holding true to yourself at the same time. Have a fantastic night, everyone. And we're looking forward to joining you the following Tuesday as we continue talking about growing through the next 6 weeks our company by getting everything together in it, closing it out, taking some time to reflect, and stepping forward in 2025. Have a good night, everyone, and see you next Tuesday.